Hey, Diet Coke Queen again. New t-shirt. This is like t-shirt number 5 or 6. So yesterday you watched video on probability, and probability is simply the chance of something happening. Okay. So I just want to talk for a minute about some examples of probability. Some examples of probability are as simple as rolling a dice. What is the chance of rolling a 3 on this dice if I were to roll it? There's only 1 3 on this die that has 6 sides, so the probability would be 1 out of 6. Now, does that mean that's going to actually happen? It might not. But the probability says that I have a 1 in 6 chance of getting a 3 when I roll this dice. Another one. This is my little bag of trouble dolls. If you all don't know what trouble dolls are. Trouble dolls, you carry them with you and you tell your troubles to them. This is trouble doll green. This is trouble doll gray. And this is trouble doll red. They're lovely. Okay, so if I were to draw a doll out of the bag, the chances of me getting trouble doll gray would be 1 out of 3. I did not. I got trouble doll green. Okay. So I want to explain to you today, and you watched the Brain Pop yesterday, you also watched Math Antics about probability, and probability actually is a 7th grade standard, but I'm pushing you guys into it because why not? You want to learn something new. So there are 2 types of probability. There's experimental probability and there's theoretical probability. Big words. There is experimental probability and there is theoretical probability. So experimental and theoretical. Did I spell that right? Okay, so what's the difference? Experimental probability is when you're doing an experiment and whatever happens is the results. That is experimental probability. So a quick definition would simply be what actually happens in an experiment. What actually happens in an experiment. Okay, so I have a die. I'm going to roll it 3 times. I rolled a 6. I rolled another 6. And I rolled a 6. So the experiment says that I should get a 6. 1 out of every 6 rolls I should get a 6. Now, did that happen? No. It came up all 3 times. Should that happen? Well, no. Actually, it should only come up 1 out of 6 times. But I could roll this dice from now until next Tuesday, and a 6 might never come up. So an experimental probability is just what actually happens in an experiment, which is the opposite of theoretical probability. Not so much the opposite, but theoretical probability is what should happen, what we expect to happen. So, according to theoretical probability, if I were to pull a trouble doll out of this bag, every 3rd one should be a different color. Well, is that going to happen? I don't know, but theoretically, it should be a different color for each pull with all 3 of them in there. So, the first pull, whoops, fumble. First pull, gray. Put it back in there. Second pull, green. Third pull, green again. So theoretically, I should pick the green once, the gray once, and the red once, but that didn't happen. So theoretical probability is what should happen. Experimental probability is what actually happens. Now, there's one more thing that I want to talk about, and that's when you have two variables. So, what is the probability of me rolling a 3 and pulling a red trouble doll? The way you write it is probability is a capital P. This means probability of. Probability of rolling a 3 and drawing, the probability of drawing a red trouble doll. The way you figure out multiple variable probability is you simply figure out, well, if there's 1 out of 3 that's red, that would be 1/3. And then the chances of rolling a 3 on this die is 1 out of 6. You multiply that together and you get 1/18. Now, where did that come from? Here's where it came from. For every 1 on the die, I could do the 1 with the green, the 1 with the gray, and the 1 with the red. I could do the 2 with the green, the 2 with the gray, the 2 with the red. I could do the 3 with the green, the 3 with the gray, the 3 with the red. Are you getting the idea? The 4, the 5, the 6. There's all 18 chances. So the theoretical probability of getting a 3 and pulling a red is a 1 out of 18 chance. So just quickly going over one more time. Experimental probability, theoretical probability, and then probability with two variables. I'm going to give you a couple problems on today's Canvas activity, and you can just email me those answers, kind of play around with it, and then tomorrow we're going to move on to bigger and better things. So I love probability. I think it's a lot of fun. I think it's an easy thing. And if you have questions, you can always email me. Stay safe. I miss you guys. I really, really miss you guys. Try to get outside with this warm weather and move your bodies. And I will talk to you all later.